Hello, thank you for joining me today. This is another 2-minute tip video tutorial by Amanda Fowler of inspiringinkin.com. Today's 2-minute tip is how to clean your stamps. Before we get started with that, I just want to kind of explain the types of inks that we'll be using on our stamps, and different inks need different cleaning. So I'm going to start with these 3. This is our classic ink. It's water-based dye ink. This is Versamark, which is an embossing ink and a watermarking ink. And also we have the Encore, which is our new metallic ink. All 3 of these can be cleaned with our Stampin Mist and the Stampin Scrub, which I'll explain all about that momentarily. And then the 4th type of ink is this one, which is StazOn ink. StazOn does exactly what it says on the tin. It stays on. So it's a permanent ink. It's solvent based, so you need a specific cleaner for it. And this is the StazOn Cleaner, and we're going to use this with kitchen roll. So I'll show you this one first, and then we'll go back to the Stampin Scrub. So here I have a stamp that we've just been using in my card club, which is a Merry Christmas stamp, and the stamp set's called For the Birds. And it's had quite a lot of StazOn on it today. So what you're going to do is unscrew the StazOn Cleaner, and you'll find at the top there is sort of a foam pad. And all you're going to do is just rub this over the stamp, and then take some kitchen roll and just dab this off. Now you'll find that the top of the cleaner actually gets dirty as well, so just press that off. You may have to go over it a couple of times, and particularly if you've never cleaned your stamps that you've been using StazOn with, it might take you a little bit of time just to get it clean. Obviously I'm not trying to get the ink off the sides of the stamp, that's just a bit of stamping love. My stamp's always covered in ink. Okay, so there we go. So there we have a lovely stamp, all clean, ready to go. So that's the StazOn Cleaner. I'll just clean the top of that off before I put it away. Then this is the Stampin Scrub. Now this is the cheapest washer dryer you will ever buy. It's microfiber inside. If I just flip it over, it's got 8 feet, and these are sort of rubberized feet, so when you put it down on the table it actually doesn't move. I'll bring this a little closer to the camera to see if you can see. Just here in the corner are some little raindrops. That's going to denote that this is the wet side for the spray, and then on this side, I'm hoping you can see, is the sunshine. Now I actually put glitter on mine. Let me just move that out of the way. And this side, this is where the raindrops were, but I put glitter in that corner. It looks pretty, but it means it's easy in a class for people to be able to see that that's the wet side. So the Stampin Mist comes in 2 types. You have this one, which is a spray, and then this is the refill. The spray lasts for ages, but it's always good to have extra. You're just going to put a couple of spritzes onto the scrub, and then if I just take this stamp and just ink it up, get it really good and inky. Hopefully you'll be able to see. That's really inky. So now what I'm going to do is scrub on the wet side and scrub on the dry side. So hence a washer and a dryer, and it's almost clean. So I'm going to just go again got quite an intricate piece here. So there you go. So your stamp is clean now. So if I stamp it, it's clean and ready to go. Now it will also work with, the Stampin Scrub will also work for the Versamark ink. Now if I was using this one, which is the metallic ink, if I just ink that up, you'll see it's really shiny. It's really beautiful ink. But what I would always do before I put it on my scrub is to take the worst of it off with a piece of kitchen roll. It just means then that my scrub doesn't get sparkly. So give it a scrub again. So wet side, dry side, and it's clean and good to go. Now after a while you will find that your stamps, when you've washed and dried and stamped, you'll get a little dark patch where the stamp was. That's the point at which your scrub needs to be washed. Now all you need to do is take it to the sink. I put a little squiggle of fairy liquid on, warm water, rub it in, and I just run the water until the water runs clear. I do the same on the drying side, and then I stand it up like that on the draining board, and I leave it there until my darling husband Brian moans because those scrubs are all over the kitchen again, and then I put them away. So I hope you have enjoyed that 2-minute tip. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'll see you again soon.